Loretta Scott King sued the KKK for $1 just to prove they were in on it. I wanted to do something similar from the start, and I got racists. Boko Haram does not share ancestry with slaves liberated from the United States. They ran out of room to run, and the Congolese sold them. It's Islam. Okay, MLK Jr. got assassinated, and you got Malcolm X, and everybody thought it was okay to be Muslim, but you're either a slave of the prophet or the infidel. There's no winning. The internet is an epoch in communication on the order of written language. So who made it so we couldn't just talk about it? Well, corporate prisons are illegal in any democracy. You want to talk about communism, you haven't even given democracy, capitalism a try. You have not seen capitalism since Reagan got shot. All food comes from the sun, and all governments compete. Prove me wrong. So whatever doesn't fit in between must be temporary. Survival of the fittest, I mean, we have humans, and then we got people that pass the buck to infants. Cannibals, slave raiders, people who think they can claim you before you're even born. They laugh at democracy. They make arrangements with your government based on a deficit that any single one of us could settle. But some religions are friendlier to Islam than others, and it's detrimental because Islam is not a religion. Religion is a search for universal and eternal truth. You did not go to Sunday school all those years so somebody come along and say you're not a Christian. It's never German enough for some Christians. The Greeks are somewhat arcane, but I mean, they're more fundamental to any global. I mean, I don't claim to know God's plan, but I know it was written in Greek, Germany. It's the same pantheon, just different names. Lucifer fell from heaven, Odin lost an eye. We're all one big happy family, but it means different things to different people, and some so-called religions don't recognize, they don't acknowledge any distinction between church and state, because they think religion is a system of shared beliefs, and that a cult is whatever they say it is. A cult establishes filial ties to the land through sacred burial. One thing all cults have in common is shrines, graves, pyres, pyramids. What makes a religion different is it doesn't matter what the Senate thinks. First, I shall do no harm, and then you have justified self-defense. That's the difference between a what's a terrorist? Well, we used to call them barbarians. If you identify as a barbarian, you should know that your coin is considered foreign. There's a certain way it's supposed to work, and most people don't have. I mean, throughout history, even today, the Saudi Taliban are the only ones that are allowed to study other religions. Like, get back in your boat. The religion of God, trying to buy his way out of hell. Can you imagine God acting like you gotta be dumb enough for him to push around so he can go to heaven one day? The monotheism does not a religion make. There could be a monotheistic cult, okay, a philosophy. I mean, a philosopher is unafraid to meet his gods, the ample opportunity to say it to my face, if that's allowed. I don't know who thinks they protect me from Washington or vice versa. Like, I'd roll up into your plush 007 secret Mission Impossible underground lair, and there's a goddamn deputy there asking to see my driver's license. I'm like, you have your credentials? I'm trying to talk to a trained killer. Corporate acts like they have an option, like if they have a choice whether or not to believe it. Voting has ended. America Online, stupid at the speed of light.